Okay. Oh, we're not full screening the video. Oops. There we go. Looks like it's all loaded in. Ow, my ears! I always do this to myself. I have... That look right there. And I think this is all loaded in. Okay. Let me pull this up on my phone. Checking my microphone real quick before we hop into things. As per usual. Very professional here, can't you tell? I had some settings get messed with my computer, so hopefully this is working. Hello, guys. Alright, I'm back. It sounds like my microphone's doing pretty good. Seeing like we're doing pretty good. Hello, Mr. Adam. Nice to see you, man. My thing is being a little weird. I'm gonna reopen it on my phone. So, the plan today, this dropped at a very, very bad time for me. I just got home, ran up to my setup. Obviously, we gotta stream this. I will confess, I have already seen this trailer, but I only saw it on my phone in a car on mute. I didn't get to like really soak in the details and hear the volume of it at all, so this is pretty exciting. Hello. I'm just getting everything set up here. Sorry if you hear little weird noises. It's me getting my stream on my phone set up, so it's actually live. There we go. So it's actually live. Hello, Saul. Hello, Adam. Whew. This is crazy. This is genuinely like the worst days. Hello, Brandon, bro. Genuinely the worst days this happens to me. I was at a function that I could not necessarily leave hours from my house, and of course, that's when they drop the Destroy All Monsters Melee trailer. Real quick, let me just see. Godzilla Destroy All Monsters Melee Remastered roster and demo reveal trailer. Oh, this is at Gamescom? Interesting. Very interesting. See if we got anything here. Yes, I was told, well, I saw at the end of this, there's a demo coming to Steam October 15th, which means I don't have to fly across the country just to play the game early, even though I was really considering it. This is a perfect time. Just got to save the Earth, an Xbox 360 for my birthday. Nice, Brandon. Hope you enjoy it. Happy birthday. We got a lot of people pouring in here. Okay, so here's going to be the deal. First, we're going to watch this through. I'm going to do minimum commentary, no pauses, just in case anyone hasn't seen it yet, even though I imagine most of you have. I don't want to ruin the experience for people who haven't seen it yet. And then I will slowly do a breakdown of it. We'll go like frame by frame, pick out little details. Anything you guys notice, please drop it in the chat. The reason why I'm streaming this is I wanted to work with the community because you guys are really great at pointing stuff out that I don't notice. Because when I stream, there's a whole bunch of us as opposed to just me by myself. So we are going to get started here. I'm going to press play. I'm going to say as few words as possible about it, and I'm not allowed to pause until I go back to the start. Who's with me? Alright, guys. Welcome. We're going to hit start here, and we're going to see what happens. Again, I'm just going to kind of let it play. In case anyone hasn't seen it, we got Oregon Godzilla 2000. Oh, this sounds really great. I didn't get to hear this in the car. Oh, the announcer is so classic style. They actually made him sound like crunchy. Do you hear that? That's so cool. I don't know if you can really hear it because I have it obviously lowered for the video. So you can hear my voice a little bit better. But man, the audio sounds like crunchy in a really nostalgic way. They fixed Gigan's little beam attack. We're going to talk about that more later. That's pretty cool. The destruction... Megalon looks great. They show every character in this trailer, by the way. Again, I saw this on mute on my phone before I came up, and I got a lot to say, but just kind of letting it play for a second. There's a lot of really exciting stuff happening right now. Oh, you guys are going crazy in chat. Hello, welcome, welcome. I'm so happy to see you guys. Genuinely, I've been wanting to make content for the last few weeks. Life has been lifing me really hard. I've been having a lot of Spider-Man moments, and I really, really appreciate that you guys are still here. Especially my channel members, thank you. Alright, that was the trailer. Pretty freaking hype. I'm gonna pause it here. Oh, I love that Godzilla logo. Okay. And we're just gonna go back in, and now we're gonna go slow style. Let me re-chat a little bit. Love playing with the brand new monsters I've ever experienced. Yeah, that's like the best part about Save the Earth is getting new monsters. The little choir sound that plays when you select a mode is burned into my memory. Yeah, it's pretty cool. Only $50 for Save the Earth. Nice. Hey yo, video volume as well. Yeah, that's kind of to be expected. Destroyer looks way different. Yeah, he looks definitely. We'll break it down. We'll break it down. Go character by character. Listening to this with Green Day in the background. It's awesome. I saw that is a really good mix. All right, fellas. First, I want to start by saying this art looks really cool, right? I can't be the only one. I don't know if you can see my mouse or not. Yeah, you see me waving around. Obviously, it's like it's a spoof of the original game's artwork. This might be kind of a hot take. I don't think it is, but I kind of wish that this was the game's box art instead of the little shadow of Godzilla. Because in my opinion, this looks way more exciting to me. I don't know. I really, really like this artwork. And I checked the Steam page before I hopped on just to see if there's anything new. And they did make this the artwork, but they didn't add anything else new. So I didn't want to bore you with that. So just saying we got that out of our way. Gonna move my phone a little bit. Attack effects look iffy, but I kind of like it. Hello, Ham. It's just like the original. Yeah, it is kind of like the original like that. I played Godzilla Unleashed on the Wii and I loved it, so I'm extremely excited for this game. Yeah, Unleashed on the Wii is my favorite Godzilla game, but this one's definitely good. I'm going to respond to chat a tiny bit less, and I'm going to start dissecting this because the plan is to make this into a YouTube video once I'm done. So that the 99% of the audience that's not cool enough to tune in for a stream, like you guys are, those people also get to see what's going on. So I'm gonna lower the volume even more, just to kind of like, so I can talk. Okay. Okay, right off the bat, so much happening. Okay, Monster Island, we've seen this before. The lighting looks so good. This isn't specifically this shot, but this is something throughout the trailer I noticed. I'm not a huge fan of how the barriers look. This little blue hexagon thing, it's not terrible or anything. It's a very minor nitpick. Like, I admit that I'm nitpicking, but I don't know. It looks a little jank to me. That might be a little bit harsh. And it's super nitpicky, but I feel like I kind of like it when the barriers can only be seen when you get like really close to them, because otherwise it kind of takes away from this beautiful landscape, and then it's blue hexagons. You know, I don't know. It's kind of just how I feel. Game's rated T for teen. We actually have a rating for the game now. That doesn't affect a lot of people, but maybe it does. This game is officially rated. It's coming soon. Also, they say at the flat bottom here, final gameplay may differ. I mean, a lot of early trailers, betas, things like that have this disclaimer text now. That's to be expected. Hopefully we get improvements, but, you know, things can change with the game. Let's let this play through a little bit. We got the lava, pretty cool. Same layout as the original, just way, way better textures and graphics, obviously. Orga! Doesn't he look good? I think Orga looks, like, so good. I really love the texturing on him and how his little cannon's lit up. I don't know, there's just something about... I don't know what button it is to just go forward one frame on PC. What hotkey is that? It's not that one. Okay, whatever. We'll just do it this way. But I really, really like the way Orga looks. I think this new art style that they're doing maybe suits Orga the best out of every character I've seen. Genuinely, this guy looks incredible. Like, I think he low-key looks better than he did, like, than the realistic movie Orga looks. You know what I mean? I like him stylized in this way. Everything about his look is so slick here. So, Orga main's gonna be very happy. Now we get to Godzilla 2000. I gotta be honest, I'm not thrilled with the way he looks from dead on. Like, if you're staring at him like this, I think the head shape's a little strange to me. Mouth open looks better for sure. But he does look really good from a side profile, which is how you're going to be seeing him 99% of the time. So I'll say overall, this is a great design. I really like the way he looks. It's a little bit clipping there. um, Overall, I really like the way he looks. But I think just when you look at him head on, it's a little awkward. But that's, again, I'm nitpicking. I'm very excited. But I just think I should mention every small bit of criticism. Because honestly, this trailer has me feeling super confident. Not that I wasn't already for the game. I'm already super hyped for it. But I do have a few little criticisms that I'm hoping, at the very least, nothing changes, and if something does change, it's for the better. I'm not trying to say they should change the whole game for exactly what I want. That's really spoiled, but I think I have a few points here that wouldn't really hurt anyone else's experience, but you let me know. That's why we have chat. People are saying Godzilla 2000 looks fine. Yeah, maybe I'm just mean because he looks really good from like this angle. I think this looks incredible. Orga too. Look at his little smile. It's funny. Yeah, I do think it looks really good from like certain angles for sure. Also, the characters kind of glow red when they get hit. That's an interesting thing. Also, one more thing I want to point out in this before we move on to the next scene is the free camera. I mean, this is gameplay camera. This is like what you'd actually see when you're playing, probably. But you see how it kind of unhinges and they're kind of just floating around like this. The way the camera's moving, obviously somebody's controlling it, right? This isn't like the natural camera, which makes me think there's two possibilities. Number one, this is either just a developer thing, which is totally cool, totally possible. But what I'm hoping this is a theater mode. Like basically what I'm saying is devs, please let us use the custom camera mode. I would love to be able to do little theater mode stuff like this, like zoom in on the characters when they're doing a special move, or just watch your gameplay back. And just like, let's say you had like a really funny or really intense match with your friend, you could like record it, especially with the online mode, and then you could just like, you could like fly around like this and just look. Because I know Giga Bash has this. Also, there's a lot of people here. Hi, everybody. I know it's exciting. I'm running out of breath. Sorry. It's very exciting. Okay, but yeah, so I hope we get the free camera. Godzilla 2000 looks pretty good. Orga looks incredible. Uh, Green wall is the best. Yeah, I definitely missed the green walls a little bit. Let me take a sip of my drink here so I don't pass out. Sorry, it is very hot in my room. Very hot. It is a toasty like 95 degrees in my room, and I have to turn my fan off to record. So sorry about that. Okay, Godzilla 2000 looks good. Does Godzilla 2000 always sound like that? I don't know, but he sounds good, doesn't he? I'll play it one more time with the volume up. Hurt my ears a little bit for you guys. I don't think he always sounded like that. Actually, it might just be a little filter they put on it. Also, I don't know if the whole crunchy audio thing is just for the trailer. It's in the actual game. But I kind of hope like the announcer at least is in the actual game because that sounds so sick. The highlighted stuff you could pick up. It's interesting. Not sure yet. Yeah, we'll get there. We're almost there. 22 people. Hi, huge amount of people. Hello, everybody. Not a fan of the colored glow on the pickup objects. Really? All right, we're literally about to get there. So we'll have the open discussion with chat. I was hoping they would have not made him clones again and made Godzilla 2000 different, like Save the Earth. I mean, yeah, but I'm just happy he's here. I'm genuinely just happy he's here. And the reason why is because a lot of people were like speculating, is he going to get replaced with a newer Godzilla? Because the reason they had Godzilla 2000 in the first place is because he was like the new Godzilla at the time the game came out in 2002. So people were saying, oh, well, since it's a remaster, shouldn't he be replaced with a new Godzilla, just like how the Mecha Godzilla got replaced? But I don't think so. I think he fits. He's definitely like the poster boy for the Atari Pipeworks Godzilla games, which is what this trilogy is. So yeah, this game's a part of the Atari Pipeworks games, and yeah, he's definitely the mascot for that. Also, none of the vehicles are glowing. I'll be sad if you can't throw a bus. I don't know. Can we throw a bus? Calm down, don't pass out on us. If you missed my chat, the new box art is the actual box art for the game. Is that true? Redzilla. Is this the actual new box art for the game? This, I mean. Let me pull it up. If this is the actual new box art for the game, that's very exciting. Because genuinely, I do think this looks a lot better. I mean, I think they could have used the models instead of a hand draw, but even so, it's a nice art style. I'll chug my drink. Chug a separate drink. All right. We're back in it. We're back in it. All right. So let's get to the highlighting objects. My brother was telling me about that too. So when you get to the next, oh, actually, no, it's right there. I didn't realize. Oh, perfect. We paused on it. So when a player gets close to an object they can pick up, I guess it gets a blue outline if they're player 1 or a red outline if it's player 2. Perfect. The footage lined up there pretty well when I said that. So yeah, you can see that. You see it swaps over. I don't mind it. Why do you guys hate it? That's not bad. Can I get like an explanation of why someone doesn't like that? It's like maybe it's a little distracting. Like maybe it doesn't have to be that thick, but I like the concept of it. It's not like the whole object turns red or anything. That's fine. I think that's fair. Just a signal to the player that, hey, if you try to do your grab right now, you're not actually going to grab. You're going to pick up whatever this is. I think makes sense. Small fry when he does have a drink. Okay. Oh. I don't know. I think kind of like we'll see at the end. There's a demo coming up, and we'll get to experiment with all this stuff. For right now, I'm fine with this. This doesn't bother me. I have no opinion on it. Honestly, take it or leave it. For me personally, it doesn't really bother me. Also, the hit effects are kind of cool. I gotta see them again. Maybe they're a little over the top, but the old game had hit effects too. They were just jank because it was the year 2000, basically. "12 Kaiju fully remastered." Again, it's really seeming like there's no other characters in this game. A lot of people have been speculating, asking me about new characters. 12. DLC is possible, but I genuinely think a Save the Earth remaster is just more likely at that point. Because if you're going to bring over more characters, you might as well add some more other stuff, right? Like, they could either just add the characters here, or they could sell an entirely separate game for $30. And honestly, I genuinely wouldn't be mad about it. I mean, I love Save the Earth in its own way, so. I missed a new trailer. Yeah, I already missed a new trailer. Watch it and come right back, and I'll break it down with you. Dude, that announcer sounds so good. Hold on, I gotta play that real quick. Blasting my eardrums out for you guys. I hope the announcer is genuinely that crunchy in the game. Holy crap. I love crunchy announcers. See, that's something I didn't pick up on when I watched this for the first time because I had to watch it on my phone on mute. I didn't get to have the full theater experience here at beautiful 1080p and everything. 60 frames per second with crystal clear volume coming out of an Astro headset. Not sponsored. I'm guessing they thought making the whole thing glow red with textures would be too distracting. I think so. I think the outline is fine. I gotta play with it to see how it is. To be honest, I don't think it's a bad thing. I think it's fine. It's again, I could take it or leave it. I'm not gonna get upset about it. I think the demo is just going to be how you start the game back in the day. So the roster would be Godzilla 90s, Anguirus, Gigan, and Megalon. I think that is also. I think it's going to be, you get like those 4 characters maybe, and that's it. Which is totally fine. Because you realize there's still so much stuff you could test with just those 4 characters. Just being able to play with one character, you could test the destruction, the combat, the physics, the graphics. There's so many things you could test with just that. That's why I was really debating spending over $1,000 flying across the country and going to PAX West because they're gonna have a booth where you can play this game early. They just announced like the first week of September. So I literally was I was like on the fence about going. Unleashed had the best announcer in the original Pipeworks. A name, you give me money every month, but I disagree. I think probably See the Earth had the best one. I don't know. I think the Unleashed announcer isn't bad, but compared to this one, I think it's kind of boring. But to each their own. I think Unleashed is the best game, but I don't think it has the best announcer. I'm not gonna play it again, but man, the crunchy announcer is so cool. And yeah, he's just called Mechagodzilla, not Mechagodzilla 2 or anything. See him shooting his missiles here. I don't have a whole lot to say about this fight. I mean, we see Rodan, like, actually, that's kind of a big deal, isn't it? I guess I should do something to say. If you've been keeping up with my videos, you'll know that we saw a picture of this guy and Destroya in the Amazon promotional art. We've seen this guy before, but we get to see more of him now. And yeah, he uses the chest cannon just like the original Mechagodzilla, it seems. Like, his moveset looks identical. He really has the same moves. He even does he even flies, which is pretty cool, actually. Oh, God, it's so hard to pause on that, sorry. You even get to see him, like, flying with his little rocket boots. I think that's pretty sick. Wish you could play the demo, but you don't have a computer, so you gotta wait for the stream. Yes, I will obviously be streaming the demo, like, duh. Every day. We're streaming that demo. Every day. Well, I don't know about every day, but we're streaming that demo a lot. As much content as could be extracted from the demo, you will be getting it on this channel, so subscribe. The announcer's pretty good. I like the announcer. The building textures are pretty crispy. Yeah, they are. Look how good this looks. Again, this is a video of a recording of playing. This isn't like actual, like, you know, straight off my computer gameplay. This is on YouTube, but on IGN on YouTube. So it's like a recording of a recording of a recording. So you're not getting the full quality from the stream, but I mean, just like, it looks really good, honestly. Also, listen, they say Mechagodzilla again when Kiryu shows up. Yes, I think that might just be because that was how he was referred to in the original game. Like, they couldn't re-record the announcer lines because they probably don't have that guy's phone number anymore. He probably moved on to other stuff or retired. I mean, it's been 20-something years, 24 years since the original, so... Gigan, he's got his little third eye, which I think is kind of a cool detail. It's a little off-putting, but Gigan, everybody. And Anguirus with the new intro. Yeah, I'm not crazy about how the whole monster glows red when they get hit, but it's kind of just for one frame, so maybe it's fine. I don't know, how do we feel about that? I have mixed feelings on it. I mean, it's not... Oh no, I gotta uninstall the game. Like, no guys, like, it's not the end of the world. I don't want to make it sound like every small nitpick I have is the end of the world or anything, but, you know, I just want to be honest. What's up, Godzilla Guy? Channel member, hello. I'd watch every day. Thank you, Alexander Official. I appreciate that. You would watch me play the demo every day. So that's implying that even when the full game comes out, I would still be playing the demo and you'd still be watching. I really appreciate that. So happy with how Godzilla 2000 looks. If Batman had a parrot says. Yeah, maybe I'm just mean. You know what? It's growing on me. Maybe I might just be mean. There's a real world where I'm just mean. Did they change Rodan's rage? I don't know, actually. Did he use it? I wasn't paying attention to that. This is gonna be my main, by the way. Freaking love how Mechagodzilla looks in this game. Yeah, Rodan has a rage attack. What does he do? That's a great question. This is why I need the chat with me to help me decode this. I don't think so. It looks like they were showing off the rage, like, oh, he's going rage mode, but then he just seems to use his normal breath attack. This animation, like, I don't think they showed his rage attack. I think they just cut it so that way he did a normal beam. It's very possible that they made his rage attack some sort of, like, super powerful ray or something, but to me it looks like this is two separate clips, because he's not even standing in the same place either. So he gets his rage, and then it's just him just shooting a beam at Mechagodzilla. Gigan looks good, I think. I like how his buzzsaws, like blades get, like, larger as they go down. It's kind of interesting. Anguirus, everything's going crazy for Anguirus. I love Anguirus, bro. He's so I think he's the underrated character in Just Realm Monsters Melee. He's so cool. He has such a fun play style that's like really easy for new players to grasp, and he can actually be really competitive. Although Millennium Godzilla still doesn't look like he's supposed to, but I guess they're really remastering the game models rather than recreating the movie look. That's correct. These characters are not movie accurate, and I am totally fine with that. 100% A-okay. Also, there's a lot of people in the stream. If you want to see more of this game, subscribe. Thank you. But yes, I'm going to keep talking about it here. I want to talk about Gigan's attack here. So, for those who haven't played it in a long time, when Gigan did this attack, it's what happens when you just tap the energy attack button. He does his little shotgun blast. See how quick it is? In the original, he would like stand there for a couple seconds. He'd be locked into an animation afterwards, and he'd do like a little. It was super weak, and no one really used it. But this looks way better. I mean, it's literally like a shotgun. And then that's it. He's back in the fight. See how quickly he goes from laser to being back in the fight? Like literally like 2 frames. Laser, and now he's back in the fight. He's back in idle. So that's pretty useful. I'm really happy they did that. That was one of the few gameplay changes where I was like, they kind of have to do that, you know? Like that's one of those things that changed and saved the earth, and it feels so weird going back to Destroy All Monsters and not having that. He looks so clean. So does Anguirus. Anguirus is a good model in this game. I have no complaints about either of these two. Pikachu fans have been waiting 15 years for a new Godzilla game. We will be playing it. That's right, we will be playing it. So excited to see Godzilla 2000. Yeah, he's really cool. The third eye is accurate. My son has a toy that has it. Yes, the third eye is accurate. I'm just not used to seeing it because a lot of other games don't really show it. I think Giga Bash might have had it. At least it's not this pronounced. Also, I guess it's a second eye because this is one eye. This is one, you know what I mean? I guess it's a third eye because it's above on his forehead, but also he only has one eye. So does Gigan have 2 eyes? Is this even an eye? Maybe it's just like the alien mind control device or something. I don't even know what this is. I gotta be honest. If anyone knows, tell me in chat, or if anyone has a guess. I know people prefer Final Wars Gigan, but so happy that it's still Showa. Yeah, we can wait till Unleash to get Millennium Gigan. Yeah, the shotgun blast reminds me of Final Wars Gigan. That's where it's from, but they put it kind of in this guy's moveset. And it works so well. It looks so clean. Also, it didn't do knockback damage back then. That's true, yeah. This shotgun attack, the little blast, I know it seems like I'm really hyperfixating on it, and I kind of am. But it's totally different, and this is perfect. Like, literally, if they had shown it to be the same as the original, I would have asked them nitpickingly to do this. And this is literally perfect. So, like, these guys know ball. Alright, they know ball. Oops, didn't mean to do that. Look at that little jump into the... I just like the art style. Like, I know some people might be put off by it, but I like the fact that when Gigan goes to do his buzzsaw, they actually draw these, like, cartoon lines on him. I just think that looks so cool. I'm gonna show it one more time. I don't know. I love stuff like that. It looks so cool to me. Hey everyone, what's going on? This is a new trailer for Godzilla Destroy All Monsters Melee Remastered, and I'm breaking it down live in front of a huge audience. Thank you guys for being here. I got more of this on my channel. Possibly just 2 eyes. Prefer Showa Gigan, actually. Yeah, I think Showa Gigan's objectively a better design, but I'd be lying if I said the Final Wars one isn't cool as hell. Kiryu looks peak. We're getting there. We're getting there. We're getting there. Can't wait. My favorite kaiju's Destroya. Like I said, they showed every single character in the game in this trailer. We're gonna get there. Kiryu looks great. I like the cartoon effects they've grown on me. Yeah, that's what I was on about. All right, a lot of people are agreeing that the cartoon effects are actually kind of cool. It's like the buzzsaw and everything, having the actual lines drawn on it. It adds a little bit extra like weight and movement. I feel like it looks fun. Megalon. I mean, he another character I feel like just works in this art style. And Mecha King Ghidorah as well. I love how intimidating that middle head is. And you can see the wires actually now going to each of the heads. That wasn't in the original, I don't think. Like, they always had these little collars, but you couldn't see this actual little path, like, going up to the heads. Excuse me. Yeah, look how intimidating this guy is. This guy is terrifying. This is my favorite map in the game, by the way. I think, forgive me if I'm wrong, I think it's either like San Francisco East or it's something East. It's either San Francisco East or like Seattle East. It might be Seattle East. It's the map with like more than half of it's the water and the docks. It's a small map and I love this map. Like, if we're not gonna get boxing ring, this is the next best thing. This is a great map. Rubble's pretty cool too. Like how the rubble looks. Uh, yeah, Megalon is a lot of people's main in this game. And yeah, someone said Megalon looks exactly how I imagined him looking in this game. I don't know why. He was one of those characters where I couldn't picture him being in this art style. I genuinely couldn't. But man, he looks striking. He looks pretty good. For some reason, I had a hard time with like just imagining Megalon. Also, his burrow is so cool. And they show it off perfectly here where he's getting shot and then he just goes under the ground and just grabs him. Like, that's such a perfect, like, practical use for this ability that he has. Boat confirmed. There are boats. Can you throw them? Maybe. Boat. That's a little inside joke we have on the channel. Nitpick City population us. I guess that's stupid. We're cutting that out if we're making a video. Nitpick. The middle head's electricity beam should be purple or pink. It actually was like that in the original. Usually this guy shoots like a purple beam, and these guys have the right color. This is fine. It's like this white, like very bright yellow. That's fine. Middle beam should be shooting a pink one. It's Seattle East. Thank you for that. Best map in the game. Thing is, will there be beam clashes? I don't think so because they haven't shown it. They're gonna make you wait till Save the Earth Remastered. I think that's what it's gonna be. Want to be a boat captain one day? I hope that works out for you, man. I hope no giant monsters throw your boat. Look at this little ricochet. Again, see how you can see the walls all the way around? It's just, I'm not crazy about the way it looks. I'm sorry. I like the way that the game looks in general, but these walls aren't doing it for me. If anything, okay, so Megalon's really close to the wall here, right? That's why we're triggering it. You should be able to see the wall, in my opinion, up to like right here where my mouse is. I feel like you cut it off right here. I don't need to see all this. Like, no one's over here. You feel me? It's, again, I'm being so nitpicky, which is a sign that they're doing an amazing job. They genuinely are doing such a fabulous job that I have to nitpick fences. Nitpick fences. That is how good this game looks. But if I have to give like you know, like when you got those assignments in school and they made you write like, oh, what are 3 things you didn't like about your friend's presentation? It's like, I don't know what to put there. These are those kinds of complaints, just so we understand. I'm not mad about it, but I feel like I only need to see like this much or this much fence. Put a line somewhere here. The entire universe doesn't need to be little hexagons. Minor nitpick. I'm sorry. Yeah. Save the Earth Melee has little subtle green barriers. I think that's the way to go. I think subtle is the way to go with barriers. From this trailer, it looks like they're being faithful to the OG game. So I don't think we'll see beam clashes. Yeah, I don't think we're seeing beam clashes because they're trying to be as faithful as possible. And so we'll see you in Save the Earth Remastered with beam clash. Oh, okay. I think we got just about everything we could see there, right? I think we analyzed pretty well that whole scene. We got a little bounce. We got Destroy. Love the art style of this game. Me too. Honestly, I was a little worried about it at first. Not gonna lie, but it's really growing on me. I think it looks very pretty. Destroya. I mean, another character that just pops with this art style. I mean, seriously impressive looking character design right there. I love that. That, to me, is definitive Destroya, perhaps. The big man Destroya. Look how good these cars look. Anyone else notice how good these cars look? These look like cars. They even got like the correct lanes on the highway. Small details you'd never notice while playing, but I just appreciate when the devs go out of their way to like really like most of the cars are actually parked in a spot. I mean, some of them over the line, but you know that's realistic. Some people park on the line like this. This is exactly how people park, like in New York and stuff. Depending on where this might be very realistic. Oh, he looks so good. And Kiryu. I'm ready to start a war in chat. Ready? Obviously, Destroyer. I don't have many things to like say. I mean, he just looks so good. His big shoulder pads, coloring, his eyes. You can actually see his eyes. I have that to say. And the original Destroy All Monsters, I felt like you could barely see this guy's eyeballs. Like they were like sunken all the way to his head. The only way I could ever see them is like on the emulator with the graphics turned up. No, we got clear eyeballs, Destroyer. He has working, working eyes. He can see. Yeah, they took away Destroyer's chopped flat face. Look how gorgeous he is. Look at his two sets of teeth. What a handsome guy. And then Kiryu. On the topic of teeth, I need to ask because this has been a controversial one. Are these the original Godzilla's teeth in here? Because that's what it looks like to me personally. I'm not saying that's what it is. I'm not saying it's my way or the highway, but I am to say to me, it looks like you can see the original Godzilla skeleton inside with these teeth. They don't look like robot teeth. I mean, look at the difference in color between these teeth and like the metal on the outside. You know what I mean? This is very shiny. This is like yellow, brown. I've said destroy so many times my phone auto corrects it correctly. That's funny. Destroy may be my favorite in the art style. He's contender for it. For me, it might be Kiryu. I think Kiryu looks great too. Brighter Bro says, yes, those are 1954 teeth, right? I think they're 1954 teeth. Teeth are a part of his skeleton, so yes. Yeah, right? Because why would they build a robot with teeth? They wouldn't build a robot with teeth, right? I don't think Mechagodzilla 1 or 2 really have teeth. Right? Why would they need teeth? He's a robot. He doesn't need anything. Kiryu looks terrifying. Yeah, he does look terrifying. He looks like a tragic thing. I mean, he's literally like... He's Godzilla, but he got spring locked. Like, he's a pretty scary thing. Oh man, I love this character design. I love it. And like, if someone's gonna pull up a Wikipedia article and tell me that these aren't his teeth or something, fair. That's my headcanon, okay? That's my headcanon. It's not confirmed until Simon Strange or somebody else comes out and says this is the case. It looks to me like that's like the skeleton of the original Godzilla, and then they have the metal frame around it, and he's like hiding in there. I don't know. It looks great. I know the 54 skeletons inside Kiryu, but the debate is if these are visible teeth. Reminds me of an Eva from Evangelion. Robot with organic teeth. Yeah, definitely Evangelion vibes. He's the first FNAF animatronic. Kiryu Trap. I need this game right now. Yes, Godzilla God, I need this game right now. Thank you, by the way, for pressing all the little hearts in chat. It makes me smile. And yeah, you hear the announcer say Mecha Godzilla. I'll turn up the volume. I'll get my ears destroyed once again for you guys. Wait, no, you can probably hear it. So yes, he says Mecha Godzilla. But to be fair, so did the announcer in the original. And again, they weren't re-recording voice lines. So just because the announcer says Mecha Godzilla, that doesn't mean that the menu doesn't say Kiryu. And to me, that's really what matters, in my opinion. Like, I don't think they need to get a new voice actor to come in and be like, Kiryu. Like, to me personally, the announcer can call him Mechagodzilla as long as the menu calls him Kiryu. He can say, oh man, he's so cool. He's so slick. Everyone's just making FNAF jokes about Kiryu now because he's Kiryu Trap. I think it was even true in the film. Yeah, they never confirm it, but the teeth, man, you gotta count the teeth. Matt Pat, you gotta count the teeth. You gotta look at he has canines and everything. Why would a robot have canines? Goji Trap. Was Destroyer's arms always that long? That's an interesting question. Let me see. I think they were shorter in the original game. He definitely has more arm. He also has these big shoulder pads. I don't think they were this pronounced in the original game. Or maybe his whole arm was just kind of like that. But yeah, these are big, huge shoulder pads with the spikes. It looks awesome. Oh yeah, we got the basic combo from Kiryu. This is another map here. This looks like London potentially, but I could be wrong. It looks like London daytime. Uh, there's a tank here. Sorry if I'm wrong about the cities. I don't know the maps by name. I more so just recognize the buildings and stuff. Boom. Again, I think that effect is pretty cool. I think it might be a little over the top. Like the particle might be too big. But nah, to me that makes sense. Again, when we're playing, we'll have to feel how the red like it's one thing to watch it and be like it seems over the top, but if the feedback really feels that good when you're playing, then actually keep it, you know? I think it's important to have your game look presentable, but at the same time, like minor stuff like that, if it feels good, that's more important than anything else could ever be, right? It's all about how the game feels to play, and that's why I'm reserving some of my judgments about the new user interface and stuff until we actually play with it. Because also we have no major UI, like there's no health bars, but I just mean like the buildings glowing when you walk past them and the monsters turning red when you hit them. You know, that stuff that like I kind of want to wait until I play the demo at least, and then I'll make another video or stream or something following up with you guys and how I feel about it. And obviously I want to hear from you as well. Did they speed up the gameplay or is it just a trailer thing? Everything seems faster. Um, it might just be a trailer thing. I don't know. Let me look at it a little bit more. They might have sped it up slightly, but also you gotta keep in mind they're cutting to the punches for the trailer, right? Like, not all of this is happening in such fluid motion. Like, he's not going from this to the uppercut instantly. That's two separate sections. You know, there's probably about 5 seconds between this and that. You know what I mean? So you gotta keep that in mind as well. But they might have sped up the attack animations a tiny bit, but it doesn't look that much faster. You got like a Godzilla sign or something? Is that even a Godzilla sign? Or just like some sort of like bleh, it's like street sign or something. I'm not sure what this is. I'm British, and yes, that's London, guys. We got a real British person in chat to confirm that this is London. I was gonna say it looks like London, just architecturally, I guess. There's still commercial traffic with giant monsters fighting in the city. It's the most unrealistic thing for the game. Yeah, but then you get to like throw people through like a line of cars, and to me that's worth it. But yeah, the fact that the cars are like stopping at red lights and stuff during this is kind of funny. Bus confirmed. Also, I want to be a hater for a couple more seconds because this is like such again. I have a mild nitpick with the game, but I think it's when here. Okay, okay, it's actually yeah, it's right over here when you have Kiryu up against the wall here. Do the barriers need to be all the way back here? I just don't like the fact that when you trigger one... By the way, awesome side profile for Kiryu. Oh my god, this character looks so good. I can't get over it. Again, a little bit of praise, a little bit of hate, a little bit of nuance, right? I don't like the fact that because Kiryu's back is close to this barrier, we can't even see. This barrier on the other side of the map is lit up. Like, the barrier is one solid object, and they're just enabling, like, turning it on and off when you get close. And that, to me, just, it doesn't... I want to see the backdrop with all the buildings and stuff, you know what I mean? I feel like it takes me out of the game a little bit to just have that. But again, maybe it's just another situation where it'll make sense when you're playing it, but I just have a feeling that, like, even in the intro, you see how it's triggering the barrier? I don't know. I just don't want to see barriers all the time, basically. And I think I'm going to stop harping on it now because I think I've got my point across, but I just wanted to point out to everybody that it's not a one-off thing. It's something that keeps popping up for me. The most popular monster of history versus the most popular game of history. Game of the century, sorry. Yeah, Godzilla is gonna beat that other game, whichever one you're talking about. I think it's something 6. I can't remember what it's called. Don't put it in chat. It's not worth talking about. All we need to see now is Mothra and the Smog Monster. Yes, that is correct, actually, because there's 2 non-playable power-up kind of characters. I guess the Smog Monster is not a power-up. Hedera, she is just a natural thing, but I didn't see her flying in the background or anything. So there's her, and then there's also Mothra. To be honest, I wouldn't be surprised if they just scrapped Hedera. It's not me saying I want them to, but Hedera played such a small role in the game. I wouldn't be totally surprised if they're like, we just didn't want to get the license. If it's not going to be a playable character. Mothra, though, Mothra Airstrike is iconic. You got to do that. I watched Godzilla Gets Back at Godzilla here recently, and man, yeah, you love Kiryu now. He's so good in that movie. Like if I had a set of Godzilla movies to recommend to like a not Godzilla fan, other than like -1, I think it would probably have to be the Kiryu saga. There's 2 movies of Kiryu. It's Godzilla against Mechagodzilla, and then Tokyo SOS from like 2003, 2004, I think. No, maybe 2002 and 2003. They're just really good movies. I think we'll get used to the big blue wall. Maybe. We might get used to it. Or it might bother me forever. Because no one's even near a barrier. You see what I mean? No one is near it. I just said I would be done talking about it. You could barely see it on the live, but on my screen, you could clearly as day see the wall up. So does the barrier just never go away? Like, I don't know. Just only when you get close to a barrier should it appear. Thank you. Straw Monsters Melee versus another game. My dreams of Kiryu grab being the one from Save the Earth has been crushed. Oh, that's true. He is doing the Mechagodzilla grab here. You know, Kiryu still has some original moves in this game. Like, he does fight a little bit differently from Mechagodzilla, but admittedly, it's not that different. He just fights with his tail. Because you might notice he doesn't have Mechagodzilla's chest cannon, so he fights with his tail instead. Even though technically he could do a chest cannon, it's just in the game he doesn't do it, okay? He fights with his tail. Online and local multiplayer. They're back to just showing you. It looks like they're putting their foot down about 2 players, because you see it's a 1v1. Regrettably. Does Godzilla look green here, or is that just me? Is it just the lighting? He looks kind of green. It might be the lighting. Because here he doesn't look green. It's a little green there for a second Godzilla. I don't know, pal. Better keep your story straight. You're looking kind of green. Yeah, you got the graphic for the energy beam. It definitely fits the art style. I feel like it's growing on me, just like the attacks are. Like the attack effects, I think look pretty solid now. I think I just have to get used to it. Also, look how King Ghidorah's like next like arch and stuff when he's shooting his beam. How cool is that? Oh man, that's so sweet. Also, this map looks big. What map is this? Is this Seattle? No, is this Seattle? No, I think it's like Los Angeles, maybe. What map is this? I don't know, but look how big this looks. They said they expanded a few of the maps to make them a little bit bigger. Maybe that might be what we're seeing. Yeah, because you see the bears are all the way back here in the water. Yeah, I think this beam doesn't look very good when you pause on it, admittedly. I think it's kind of silly, but when you're playing it in motion, it does look good. You know what I mean? It looks bad when you pause on it because it's an animation, right? But it does look good in motion. And then we get this, which I've had a few people say is the new cover art for the game. I really hope so. It's coming to Steam, Xbox Series X and S, PS5, and Switch 2, which I think is crushing the idea that this was going to be on last gen. I don't know why a few people were saying that, even though they were pretty much confirming this. Yeah, if you got any sort of decent PC, the specs aren't that high. I'm not an expert or anything, but it pretty much seems like anything with a graphics card can kind of run it. And then, yeah, all these systems. So, I mean, overall, that's Osaka. Thank you for correcting me. Oh, I'm gonna mute it. Overall, how are we feeling? I'm gonna reach out a little bit while it plays in the background. Can I loop this? Does anyone know how to loop a video? How do I loop? Is this loop? I think that's loop. Overall, I think I'm very happy with this trailer. I have a mild nitpick with the barriers that I'm hoping gets addressed. But we'll see how it plays in game, I guess, before I start going on a tirade about freaking barriers in 2026. Four players online is dead. It's so sad. It's so sad. We need four online. I still agree with that. That's another thing I have. It's not anything to do with this specific presentation. This specific presentation was honestly wonderful in my opinion. I think this is very solid. I have to say it? I think this is so much better than the reveal trailer. The reveal trailer left me a little bit scared in some ways, but this put most of my fears to rest. Most of them. Like I think at the very least we're getting a pretty damn solid game as far as visuals go, as far as gameplay and mechanics. Them updating Gigan's beam says a lot. You know, there's a lot of things to like here. The character designs are so good. Like genuinely, like rating every character design really quick. Every character design rated. Orga, S tier. Wonderful. Genuinely, I cannot think of a better design for Orga. He looks so crispy. He looks so good. He's a little bit gross looking. Like he looks like something out of the Aliens franchise, like a xenomorph, and that's how he should look. He's an alien. He's weird, and I like him. He's slick looking. He looks super intimidating. This guy would mess you up. Like you do not want to like do a boxing match, and this is your opponent. Like that's perfect. He looks so good. Oh my god, the chat's going crazy. Thank you, thank you. You guys are going nuts. Thank you for pressing the hearts to make me smile. Please subscribe. I'm going to make a video out of this with more concise thoughts. And I'm going to play the demo. Godzilla 2000. I think looks a little weird from this angle, but every other angle, he looks really solid, to be honest. He look like this actually looks great. So I think for that minor nitpick, I probably put him in A tier instead of S tier, but still very, very good design. Love Godzilla 2000. I think his head is a little bit weird shape, but in motion from the side, like, oh my god. This guy looks great. Great animation here too, just like the original. And yeah, the game, like, I feel like my eyes are starting to adjust to the art style a little bit, and it does look really good. It was a little bit of an acquired taste, but the more I look at it, the more I like the graphics, and I like the hit effects and everything. I think it does look very clean. Rodan. Honestly, I think it's a pretty great Rodan design. Hey, say Rodan, not Showa. I've been corrected. I've been called a LARPer. Let me see these guys in motion. I think also Rodan's, I called this out in my video with the screenshot of him from Amazon. His little hair thingies, horns, I guess they are always like lit up, which is pretty cool detail. Rodan, I'm going to give like an A tier because he doesn't blow me away or anything, but I can't think of any way to do Rodan better, you know? Like, I don't know. He looks like Rodan, but he has a little like glowy things on his head. He looks good. I'm just not like amazed by him. I guess I just prefer his Monsterverse design so much that I can't really get excited about Rodan. But I'll give him like a solid A tier. He looks good. And oh my gosh, like yeah, he looks really good at, like in motion and stuff. But oh my gosh, Mechagodzilla's S tier. No debate about it. Say Rodan solid A tier. Mechagodzilla, to me, this is peak. Like the fact that he's Showa Mechagodzilla means so much to me personally. I am gonna miss Heisei Mechagodzilla a little bit, but oh my gosh, I love this. I'm sorry, it's working. The hype train is working on me. The marketing. I want to, because Mechagodzilla was my main in the original. I want to main this guy. He looks so cool. Like, oh man, the chest cannon, the missiles. Also, they didn't nerf the amount of missiles he gets either. He shoots like 100 missiles. Like, it's ridiculous. This guy's so over the top. I love him. So S tier for Mechagodzilla. Gigan. For me, Gigan, I want to give it like an A tier. He looks very, very good. overall. I think his buzzsaw is a little small, and I know this is accurate, but the third eye thing kind of bothers me for some reason. I'll give him an A tier. He's still very good. Like, I have very few complaints with the design. His scales look good. His swords look good. Overall, great guy. Again, I'm gonna give him A tier. Angerus might be S tier. I can't think of a valid complaint for Angerus. He just looks like Angerus. He looks so good. His art style makes him look cute, but still intimidating at the same time. Yeah. Looks really good. Megalon looks really good in the art style, but I feel like he's not dark enough, kind of. Again, I'm going super nitpicky. Spoiler alert, I love every character design in this game. Like, just a little spoiler. I love all these designs. Mecha King Ghidorah looks amazing. S tier Mecha King Ghidorah. Megalon does look really good. I'll give Megalon an A tier. A tier Megalon. His animations are great too. Yeah, I'm gonna knock down Mecha King Ghidorah to A plus because his beam isn't the right color for the metal head, but you know. A lot of people in chat are saying S tier Megalon, and Gigan as well. Maybe I'm just mean. I don't know. I feel like A tier is still very good. Like, if you get an A on your test, no one's gonna be like, "Oh my god, you're a failure." You know? I just feel like, oh, look how good the burrowing destruction looks. Look at what he burrows. Look at the little path he makes. The little warpath he makes. It's so slick. Oh, that looks awesome. I love that King Ghidorah. The glowing eyes are just perfect. Again, another pair of great looking characters. Yeah, all of them are A tiers and S tiers, but inside. Yeah, I agree. Honestly, pretty much. Destroy S tier. I mean, come on. To me, I genuinely like the way he looks here more than the movies. That's more than Giga Bash, more than Godzilla PS4. I like this stylized Destroyer better. Just like Orga, this one is so good that I genuinely like it better than the source material. I think they took him and elevated him to something that is better than we got in, I think it was like, what, 1985 or whatever, 1989? Whenever we got the first... Actually, I think I'm way off on my dates, sorry, but whenever we got Godzilla vs. Destroyer, yeah, whenever we got Godzilla Destroy in the 90s, like this guy just looks perfect. Like, I have no criticism. He just looks so good. We can see his eyeballs again. Destroyer has functioning retinas. You can see. Like, what a glow up. I think Destroyer, out of any character in the game, has had the biggest glow up. He looks absolutely stunning. 1995. Thank you. I knew something was wrong with my date. S plus tier. Like, yeah, Destroy and Orga are my two favorites, I think, as far as the upgrades go. Then again, Kiryu, also amazing. I'm counting this as these are Godzilla teeth, and if that is the case, I am absolutely loving this design. And even so, without that, he just looks so good. There's that one shot of him from the side I want to show off. Oh, sorry. Oops. Yeah, that before he gets absolutely decimated by that building. Look at it. Look at him from the side. Okay, got it. Yeah. Look at just how slick. Look at just how slick Kiryu looks from the side. Perfect side profile. Destroyer looks great here too in this pose. I think Kiryu's S tier. I can't think of a way to do him better. He just that's a perfect Kiryu. I love. Someone said, oh, A-Name actually, a channel member actually said he'd love for Kiryu to get red eyes in rage mode. I'd love that too. That'd be a great detail. I hope that makes the cut. That'd be really slick. Give Kiryu red eyes in his rage mode. Yeah, I can't really complain. The only thing is, like, I kind of wish he used his little arm thingy, like the little plasma sword, to grab people instead of just grabbing them normal. But you know, we'll get that in Save the Earth Remastered, guys. Don't worry. King Ghidorah, fantastic. I'll give him an A. I think Mecha King Ghidorah just works a little bit better because the metal looks so good in this art style, but I can't complain about King Ghidorah. And then obviously I'll give an A tier to Godzilla as well. Maybe S tier because Godzilla 90s just he looks. I think Godzilla 90s is a great um Godzilla 90s is a great point of reference for just this art style because he looks different from the movie. He is not movie accurate, and that's on purpose. You know what I mean? Because he's a remaster of a character model from a game from 2002. You know, so that totally changes the dynamic, and that this is not trying to be movie Godzilla 90s. This is Pipeworks Godzilla 90s, and from that perspective, this is a great design. Even though it got his face to look more like the movie, but still his body and everything, his body shape and his longer, stronger arms instead of just being like a little T-Rex. I don't know. I just think it perfectly shows this art style working. So for that, I'll actually give him an S tier. So yes, every character in the game I would rather rate as an A tier or an S tier. I think that is a pretty good sign. It's kind of weird having Godzilla just stare at me. I think that's a pretty good sign that good things are coming, right? We may have barriers that certain people, not naming, might find them to be a little bit ugly and a little bit unnecessary to show all the time. But I just gotta say, these character designs are amazing. And the little changes they made, like with Gigan's energy attack, just elevate this to the next level. Look how high he got knocked, by the way. Did you, like... They definitely kept the insane throwing physics, because this guy's like 200 feet in the air. Look how high he is. Look how high that is. It's ridiculous. That looks awesome. You have the little helipad on the building, too. This is Osaka, right? Are those cherry trees? It kind of looks like it. Maybe they're not. Maybe I'm crazy, but it's kind of like... Oh, like, that's a green tree. That's a pink tree, right? I think these are actually cherry trees. Or something similar. I'm not a tree expert. Yeah, this just looks fantastic. Again, the beam doesn't look good when it's paused, but when you're playing it as an animation, it looks pretty great. And we finally got the new cover art, which I think, in my humble opinion, looks pretty great. And I think someone in chat said that this is replacing the other one. I kind of hope that's the case, and I'll kind of have to pick up a physical copy of the game. Even if I'm playing on a computer, I can't actually play it. I would need that just for the case. I mean, this looks slick. I'm probably gonna make this my channel banner, so you guys can see it. Whew. Did a lot of talking there, didn't I? 35 people. Hi, everybody. It's probably the most people I've ever had in a stream. A video is about to go live shortly with a more concise version of this, so subscribe if you want to see that. My more concise thoughts with some better editing. It feels cartoony, that's what I like about it. I agree. I agree. He judging. I be judging sometimes. Look, I am a guy, I'm a small guy, small fry of nuance. I'm never just going to oops, advertisement. Sorry. Wait, is this for the same video? They put an ad if you loop the same video? Are we for reals? That's crazy. Alright, show me the video again. Here we go. Okay. We're just gonna play this from the beginning. Wanna watch it again, see if there's anything I missed. Genuinely, I am so hyped for this game. This game is so... It's the perfect balance. It's the perfect balance between cartoon and realism, as far as art style goes. And the fact that they kept the gameplay faithful, but it looks like just made it a little bit cleaner, a little bit sharper. I can't ask for something better. The art direction here is spectacular. As a studio, they seem very confident and comfortable handling these characters. And that's not a surprise, you know, knowing that Pipeworks put so much time and effort into the original games. And we have a decent amount of the same developers coming back, including Simon Strange, for this new remake. So I can't say I'm surprised by the quality, but this really does look good. Like, this is a must-have game if you're even kind of a Godzilla fan. You can grab it in my channel shop. Shameless plug. If you want a physical copy of the game, support physical media, there's copies for PS5 and Switch 2 in my channel shop. I'd really appreciate you checking that out. I'm gonna do the outro for YouTube. You guys ready? You're gonna get to be part of the fun. You're gonna see me do an outro. That's all for now. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. As always, I'm your guy, Small Fry. Goodbye. But just kidding, I'm still here because you're watching me live, right, guys? You're watching live? Because you're watching live. Shameless plug. Why can't we pre-order digitally yet? Honestly, I don't know, man. I really want to pre-order this game digitally. I have a strong desire to pre-order Godzilla on Steam, and I just can't. Although the fact that they changed the Steam page to feature the new artwork, makes me hopeful that we're gonna get it soon. But it's like, why even delay that? You know, let us is like a legal thing. I don't know. Just let us give you our money. You can buy a physical copy now, but you can't digitally pre-order yet, which has been like a constant. I don't know if I want to say frustration, but a constant inconvenience in the fandom. I myself I play games on Steam, so I'd really like to be able to pre-order. Just to be done with it, you know, just so I don't have to worry about it later. I have it wishlisted, which you can do. Yeah, I like how, like, 15 people just left because they fell for the fake outro. You didn't fall for it. You know better. Yeah, A-Name knows better. Godzilla Guy knows better. My lovely channel members. Thank you guys for that, by the way. Really appreciate that. So I'm gonna leave you with a little bit of good stuff. I want to talk about some videos that I have in the works. These might not ever see the light of day, but since you're tuned into my live stream, I figure you might be interested in hearing about what I'm actually cooking up, especially if you're one of the people who's a channel member paying once a month for me to keep making videos and to get them early. So here's your exclusive hot take. I am currently working on the 1,000 subscriber special. By the way, thank you so freaking much. Almost said a curse word. Thank you so much for supporting the channel. We recently hit 1,000 subs. That's insane. I never thought it was possible on a Godzilla channel. I've been making videos for 15 years, and I never got above 100 subs until like 2 months ago. So genuinely, thank you so much. This game is elevating the community to the next level. But yeah, anyway, so I'm working on the 1,000 subscriber special. I already did a stream for 1,000 subs. You can check that out in the live section on my channel. But if you want to see, you know, a full video, I just had a little bit of writer's block, but I am getting to it. I promise. I'll probably work on that today after I'm done with this one, if I get time. I'm going to do a breakdown on every character. Not so much like moveset, but mainly just talk about their place in the Godzilla universe and lore and why you should main them and all that kind of good stuff. So I'm working on every character explained. Let me see. I want to do a video covering the Godzilla versus GTA 6. I don't want to say controversy. It's just some fun that's been thrown back and forth in the fandom. But I think there's also some genuinely good lessons to be learned there as far as Godzilla versus GTA 6 goes. I think it is a meme, but there is some truth to it. You know, when you have a $30 game that has everything included, or you have an $80 game that you can only watch a trailer for on Netflix, and it's actually just an advertisement for the $100 game, you know, there's a lot to actually talk about there that I think is interesting. Not trying to necessarily spread hate or anything, but just I think there's a lot of things that, like, we could have a lot of people entering the Godzilla space kind of as a counterculture. I think that doesn't get talked about enough, just because of the whole Godzilla versus GTA 6 thing. There's definitely going to be people who are going to get this game out of spite of GTA 6. And I think it's a great. Hey, anyone joining the Godzilla fandom, even if you're gonna buy this game and you've never watched a Godzilla movie and you know nothing, that is good for you. That is great for you. I hope this game is something you can enjoy anyway. And I'm glad to have you here regardless. Hey, Overlord 2-1. Looking forward to this. Me too. They should do discs, so they actually are do. Oh, sorry, no, you said DLCs. I totally misread what you said. I was gonna say they are doing discs for PS5 and Switch. They should do DLCs. They could, and they kind of should, but for me personally, I'll take Save the Earth Remastered. Just because then they can improve other aspects of the game, like the destruction and the move sets and like other things besides just more characters, you know? I will say though, pretty much non-negotiable. If the game doesn't have maps like the Ring and the Vortex Home Planet, and if you want to throw Trashburg in there, I think those should definitely be free DLC maps. I would love that. The game got an update, and if I'm being really, really high on the copium, we could also say throw 4-player online as DLC in that update too, or do it separately as an update. Now that sounds good. But yeah, those maps free DLC would be awesome. Basically, just adding anything that was missing from the remaster is free DLC. I'm totally in for. That sounds great. Godzilla was able to make this on all consoles for $30 in a cave with a box of scraps. Yeah, that's how Rockstar's feeling right now. Again, not trying to spread hate to other communities, but I think it's a valid criticism to talk about the monetization at the very least. They saved it to remaster with proper destruction. Like, here's my pitch. Save the Earth remaster, and you might say, well, that's not different enough. Okay. Save the Earth remaster with all like the finished like cut content from the game. Like finish up all that stuff that was missing. Like they had ideas for other like mini games and stuff and story cutscenes and stuff. Put all that in the game, right? Just like how they said they're expanding the story mode in this one. So you're gonna do that. We're gonna have these same sort of like good graphics. We'll make it even better effects, destruction physics, and then you throw 4-player online multiplayer into Save the Earth, and it's like, well, now I gotta buy Save the Earth remastered, right? And that might seem like kind of scummy, like something you should get mad over. But to be completely honest, I wouldn't be mad. Is it bad that I wouldn't even be mad if they said we're gonna do 4-player multiplayer for Save the Earth? To me, I would take that as a good compromise. I know it's kind of messed up because people are buying this game hoping it has 4-player multiplayer, but I don't know. Again, I fully believe in it's better late than never, so I would take it. Yes, Biolante could also be in Save the Earth because she was a cut character. That would be great to see. Also, they apparently plan to have Hedera playable in this game at some point. So I would like to. I think Hedera DLC would be great. I'm not expecting it, but if they were to add, like, let's say they were to add one character to this game, I think Hedera just makes the most sense because she also got shafted from being in the other Godzilla Pipeworks games. So, Soul Destruction mode was the only thing missing from Vanilla Save the Earth for me. Yeah, that's why I always like the Xbox version because they actually do have Soul Destruction on there. GameCube Save the Earth, as good as it is a little rough around the edges. Compared to the Xbox, I mean. It's still a good game, though. My only complaint is Viking Doors Metalhead having the same yellow color attack. Yeah, that's what I was saying. I want it to be pink. We want pink. Everyone hashtag we want pink. Why is it yellow? We want pink. The original game had pink. Change the color. Don't change anything. The animation, fine. Damage numbers, fine. Make it pink. Just the middle head, please, not the other ones. We had this in the original Destroy All Monsters. I don't see why it wouldn't be a thing here. Is it the end of the world? Absolutely not, but we want pink. Again, isn't it a great sign that other than like 4 players not being online, the only major criticism I have of this game so far is that it's just like minor graphical criticisms, you know? Like I think that shows that we're in really good hands here. Because like I'll be honest, like I can be nitpicky and I can be someone who is overly analytical and like gets mad over like silly little things. So the fact that I'm even struggling to find nitpicks with this is really good. And I never want people to take me nitpicking um as me just being negative for the sake of it. Like no, I really genuinely care about this game and the fan base. This is like the most important IP to me in the universe that exists. So I really genuinely love these games and the movies and all that. So I'm just gonna announce this here. I was gonna wait until the 1,000 subscriber special, and I'll say it there as well, just to reiterate. Um, as proof that I actually do like this game and I'm not a LARPer, I called off of work the first week of November just so I can make videos for you guys about Destroy All Monsters Melee Remastered. That means every day, streams, videos, nonstop, everything. So if you're looking forward to that, please subscribe. Hashtag we want pink. Wasn't it multiple colors? I think it was. I don't know. Just make it the same as the original. Hashtag never mind about the pink, but just make it the same as the original. Sorry, I lost my train of thought reading chat. Yeah, as I was saying, I called off work, my real day job, for a week to play this game when it comes out, using some of my limited PTO to play this game live for you guys. So if you appreciate that, I'd really appreciate it if you subscribed. We have people in chat who are also taking off work when it comes out. My boss knows though. He's super cool. I was very honest with him about it. He's a big fan of this game as well, and so he was very understanding when I wanted to call out. He actually is one of the people that's been helping me keep up with like news and stuff. He's very cool. Yeah, I mean, November 3rd is Godzilla Day. I mean, it's a holiday, you know. Just say tell your boss it's a holiday. You gotta take the day off. You gotta watch Small Fry. Hopefully, all 12 characters will be balanced. I don't want the experience with Broken Destroyer Orga. I mean, yeah, there's a lot of broken stuff in this game, like Mechagodzilla's missiles, um, Destroya's mines and horn, Orga's infinite combo. I hope they patch the infinite combos and stuff like that. That stuff's not cool, but like, I hope for the most part they can keep it kind of the same. Like maybe just nerf a few small attacks and stuff. They're a little bit too good. Like Mecha King Ghidorah's tasers, I could totally see getting a nerf where they don't stun you as long, or maybe they only take away like half your energy instead of all of it. That could definitely happen. Just subscribe. Thank you, Jake Nader. I appreciate you, bro. I'm pretty sure my King Ghidorah's laser was a red and green mix. Well, then I want a red and green mix, which is like some shade of purple, right? Brown? I don't know. Hashtag red green mix. Hashtag we want pink. Hashtag we don't even know what we want. Just give it back. Hashtag. Small fry. Have a nice life, you know? Hashtag. Hashtag pink and the rest of the colors, please. Uh, I would watch, but I'm gonna be busy playing the game. Totally valid, man. Hope you still get to tune in at some point. Destroy it. But another thing too, like if you're playing the game, I'm gonna be doing live streams where I play against you guys online in real time. We will fight live in the game. uh, so yeah, look forward to that. If you want to play the game together, then yeah, you should tune in. If you want to 1v1 your guys small fry. Um, Destroy in the old game was annoying to fight. Yeah, his AI was pretty frustrating. Have you heard of the Godzilla 1993 arcade game? I don't know specifically which one it is. Where does Ben rank in the roster tier list? He goes in the SS tier, the double S tier, which is above S tier. Big Ben is the best competitive fighter in the game. and the best visual design as well. What do we want? Red and green. When do we want it? 3rd of November. Thank you, Soul. What do we want? Kind of looks like pink. Want me to send you the link to the new box art? You could do a post of it in the channel. That's another thing. The channel community tab thing has been opened up. So everyone can post there. Even, I think, images and stuff as well. So, because I know someone drew like fan art when I was live streaming. I don't have anywhere to like, I don't have social medias like professionally like that. I kind of like to keep everything in one place. That's why everything's on my YouTube here. I still might make an Instagram at some point, but in the meantime, if you got fan art or anything else cool you want to share about Godzilla, about the game, go to the community section on my YouTube channel and you can make a post everyone can see and comment on. I don't want to be the only member posting in this community. You guys have been doing really great, posting some interesting stuff on there. I've been keeping up. It's pretty cool. Good answer. Thank you. Ben Mogged. Yeah, Ben Mogged. Everybody is. Don't know if I want to play the demo. Might just wait for the full release. That's valid. I will be streaming it and making videos on it if you just want to like get my impression of it or just want to see what it looks like. But yeah, demos aren't for everybody. It was like a Street Fighter game in a way, kind of. It was like 3D Street Fighter where you throw buildings at people. It's kind of interesting. I'm happy we're finally getting a new Godzilla 2000 model, and it looks sick. Yeah, it's growing on me. It looked odd, admittedly, the first time I saw it. I will say I saw it and I was like, ooh, I don't know if I like this look for him, but I don't know. It looks better there. It's growing on me. I guess I'm just not used to seeing him from head on with such a sharp looking face. But yeah, he does look pretty slick. I'm definitely gonna be like playing him a ton. I usually prefer to play him over 90s, although 90s has a great design in this game too. I think I'm still gonna prefer Godzilla 2000. That's my Godzilla of choice when I want to LARP as Godzilla. Recommended it for me, thank you. Will the demo only be on Steam? It looks like it's just Steam for the demo. The full release will be on Xbox, PlayStation, Switch 2, and Steam. But it looks like the demo is just for Steam people. At least they haven't announced it anywhere else yet. Like they specifically say, the reason why I'm saying that is that they specifically say demo coming to Steam October 15th. It doesn't just say demo coming October 15th. It's like, no, it's very particular that this is going to be Steam, which is great because that means I could play it. I don't have to like if it was PlayStation only, I'd have to go buy a PlayStation, which I don't have to do, thankfully. It's weird compared to how mushy he looks in Save the Earth and Destroy All Monsters, man. Yeah, I guess I'm just not used to seeing him rendered realistically. That's why it was kind of like off-putting to me at first, but it's growing on me. He definitely looks fine. I'm just mean. Breaking news: Small Fry's just mean. He's just what do they say? It's like you're just biased and nitpicking. Your opinion doesn't matter. That's like the IGN catchphrase. You're biased and nitpicking. Nitpicking and biased. I sent the picture where he told me to. Thank you. Oh man, I was hoping to play the demo on Series S before November, but I guess I could get it on my PC. Yeah, you should be able to get it on your PC. It doesn't say free demo, but I'm imagining it's free if it's a demo, right? Like demos don't usually cost money. If it's like a beta for a game, like you might have to pre-order it. But this just says demo, which makes me think, not confirmed, makes me think it's free. I can't imagine they're gonna start charging people to play this demo. I think it's like a try it out, see if you like it kind of a thing. October 15th is pretty soon, right? What day is it today? It's like August 26th. So that's pretty crazy. So we're playing this in like 6 weeks. That's insane. We're playing the game in like 6 weeks. And then 3 weeks after that the game's out. That is insane. That is insane, guys. It's coming up. It's coming up fast. I know that news has been a little bit slow the last couple of weeks, and so my upload schedule has been a little bit slower just because um obviously I never want to waste your time. Like if there's nothing to talk about, I'm not going to make a video. I'm not going to make a video that's a nothing burger just to get clicks, just to waste your time. So, I was waiting for something like this to come out because I don't want to make a video like breaking news. Godzilla is a lizard. You got clickbaited, kid. You know, like I don't want to do that. I really don't. I have no interest in it. So yeah, like if I'm not uploading, just assume there's not a lot of crazy news going on, because this like last like 2 months has been kind of brutal. I'm not gonna lie, because we were just waiting for something like this to come out. And I want to make a note. I want to make a note for Pipeworks, Atari, whoever, because they did something really good here. I mean, obviously they showed us more of the game in a beautiful cinematic kind of trailer, which is great. Like, obviously happy about that, right? Can't complain. Not only did they do that, they showed us more actual gameplay, but they gave, you see this? This is, I genuinely, and I know it sounds silly for this, but this genuinely I think is the most important part of the whole trailer. Demo coming to Steam October 15th. They directed us to the next thing. We have another date to look forward to. You come in, you watch this, you say, oh, what's next? This. You know, there's a demo coming October 15th. The problem with the initial teaser is they gave us, sure, they gave us the launch of the game, but they didn't give us anything else to look forward to before that. They didn't announce this game was going to be at PAX West, which it actually is. They didn't announce that there was going to be a Steam demo. You know what I mean? They didn't give us anything else to look forward to. So this is great. Give us breadcrumbs. Be like, this is an exciting event. The next exciting event is happening at this place, this time. You know? That's how you do it. Like, you just had a great party. Next party is at my house, same time next Friday. You know, that's how you do it, guys. That's how you social network. That's how you build a community. Thank you for posting that, by the way. $100 car game will never let you play free demo. Bro, $100 car game will let you look at the trailer for free. You have to buy Netflix. You have to, they don't upload the trailer on YouTube. You have to buy Netflix to get the trailer. You can't even get the trailer for the demo for the $80 version, which is a demo trailer for the $100 version for free. You can't even get that for free. You can't even look at it with your eyeballs for free. Oh my god. They're gonna charge you for blinks. Eyeball blinks. Do you see the power-ups in the trailer? No, but we see Rodin get rage. Let's look at that. Like I didn't see the power-ups on the ground or anything, which I imagine they're still there because Rodin gets rage. Like at this moment, he turns red and the announcer's like rage. Yeah, this. Yeah, like the red thing shooting up behind him. Rage. So yeah, I'd imagine that the rage power-up's still there. That means that health and energy are probably there as well. They're just not as flashy of a mechanic, so I guess they probably didn't show it off. But we'll see it. Oh man, we're gonna have a demo. I wonder what it's gonna be. It's probably gonna be, if I had to guess, Godzilla, Anguirus, specifically like probably Godzilla 90s, Anguirus, Megalon, and Gigan, with like maybe 3 different cities, and then that's it. It's just versus. Like there's no survival, no arcade, no campaign, just versus, and maybe destruction. I think that's probably gonna be the demo, if I had to guess. Which I think is perfect. I think that what I just described, I think, would be the perfect little tease where we can get our hands on the game, we could feel it out, we could test how annoying the barriers are. Yeah. Guys, I'm gonna keep mentioning it until I die. The barriers. Stop with the barriers. No one's even near the barrier. Why do we have to see it? Look, we're all the way over here. Why is there a barrier? Okay, whatever. But yeah, I hope putting the video on loop like this just lets you see how good the graphics are looking. And I like that it's a nice blend of realism and cartoon graphics. It genuinely makes the game look so nice. Because when you hear Unreal Engine 5, it's like, oh man, the graphics are gonna be so realistic that you can see the molecules on every single grain of sand. It's like, no, we don't need that. Like this looks good. It's a little stylized, a little cartoony. It's like 2D. effects blended with 3D models. It looks great. It looks very, very artistic and tasteful. Uh, I've played it before. The game features a story and versus in story mode. You play as Godzilla and go through most of the show in Heisei areas, battling some of his enemies. You've played the remaster or you played the original? Hope we hear more on the modes on PAX West. Yeah, like I said, I was very close, and to be honest, still kind of am, to go into PAX West myself. The problem is to get flight tickets and everything and get a hotel this last minute would be over $1,000 for me. And not only that, I tried to get my best friend, my fiance, a few other people to go with me, and I couldn't get anybody to go with me. So I'd be traveling alone to Seattle, which I've never been to before. I've never been to that side of the country before. Um, by myself and basically using an entire paycheck just to go. So yeah, that wouldn't be great. Why is it on Netflix? Because the card game hates you. Yeah, the stop animation is really goofy when they like hurt their foot and they dance around in a circle. How long have we been going for? I think we've been talking here for a while. I didn't intend to even stream this long, but I saw a lot of people in here having fun, so I wanted to keep it going for you guys. I every time I have a stream, it's like a meme at this point. Every time I have a stream, I'm like, oh yeah, I'm probably gonna stream for an hour. It ends up being like 4 hours. I can't have a simple hour-long stream. I like talking to you guys too much. I like reading chat too much. I get addicted. It doesn't stop. Until, I physically can no longer stream. I stream. Yeah, Seattle is into Trail Monsters Melee. It'd be funny if that was the only map you could play at PAX. You could only play Seattle. That'd be funny. Another great streamer, great host. Thank you, A-Name. I appreciate that. I just like yapping. I'm just a little guy, don't you know? All right, I'll take a few more questions from chat if anybody has any. There's still like 20 people here, which is a lot. Wow. Any more insights about this game, or you have any more questions, or you have anything you want to hear about? I'll answer a few more things for a few more minutes, and then I'm probably gonna head out. Because I gotta edit the YouTube video version of this and upload it today before it becomes old news. I saw Dangerville already beat me to it. Those dang beautiful gentlemen already beat me to making a Godzilla video covering this. So, I gotta hurry up and get that done. I want to at least upload this within like the next hour or two. An absolute W. Thank you, man. Yeah, this game, like, I'll be honest, watching this on mute on my phone in the car made me a little nervous because I was watching it at like 240p, which for reference is like I was watching it this bad basically. I was watching it like this. This is what I was seeing. And so I was seeing it at this level of quality on mute. So I really wasn't like, I was like, oh man, I don't know if it looks good or not. I don't know what's going on. But as soon as you sit down with surround sound headphones and you get the thing turned up and you get the quality up, yeah, this looks good. This looks really good, actually. It doesn't even just look good, it looks really good. The more I watch it, the more my eyes adjust to the art style, and the more confidence I get in this game. If everyone's made it this far into the stream, we have to comment lizards. Sounds like a bet. Have you played the Godzilla Unleashed Final Wars mod? I haven't. I've played Overhaul, but I didn't play Final Wars yet. I want to make a video where I play modded Godzilla games. Like, I did a stream playing the vanilla games, and the most recent upload on my channel is a 10-hour compilation of me playing Godzilla Destroy All Monsters Melee Save the Earth or Unleashed. It didn't perform so well, so I'd really appreciate if you check it out after this. But you know, sometimes I just make videos I like. It's not always about being super popular. Although we love to be beautiful and popular, I gotta be honest to myself, right? And the classic Pipeworks games are why I liked starting this channel in the first place, so you know, I'm still gonna play them. I'll definitely do videos comparing this game to Destroy All Monsters, Save the Earth, etc. Thoughts on multiplayer destruction? I'm going to practice that mode hard when it comes out. Is it confirmed that we have multiplayer destruction? I think in the Xbox version of the original is only single player. Yeah, I hope that we get. I think what you're looking for is an actual training mode because he said he's gonna use that mode to practice a lot. I think what you need is an actual training mode. I want to have a mode where I could just set an AI bot to have unlimited health and just not attack me. Or, you know, like do like the same attack patterns to practice against. And then that way you can just practice fighting, you know, and just get a feel for the controls. I think a proper training mode would go a long way. It was good seeing you. Take care. Have a good one, man. The health pickup is near the end. Where? Where is it? Where is it? I will go frame by frame. Is this it? Is that it? I don't think that's it. What is that, though? That's like spinning. What is that? It's near the end. Sorry. Keep doing that. Is it that little red spinny disc, or is that like gallery art or something? I don't know what that is. That might be what that is. I saw that in another map before. I thought it was just like a billboard or something, but it's spinning. So maybe that is a pickup. Oh, yeah, there's another one there too. Is that what that is? That looks totally different. I mean, not necessarily bad. Oh, yeah, here we go. Here we go. You're right. You're right. Health pickup. We found him. Gentlemen, we got him. We found health pickup. So they're a lot less pronounced now. That might actually be a negative. I think it's going to be harder to find them. Which I guess depending who you ask is a positive or negative. So that, I think, is rage. Okay, with that context, I think this is rage. It looks like a Godzilla with like his mouth open. I think that's rage. And I think the green plus is the health. This looks like health. So I think that's health. And that the red spinning logo that we saw before is rage. Yeah, that makes sense. That makes sense. I don't know if we saw energy. It might be there somewhere. But these new icons are actually pretty hard to see. So is that a good thing or a bad thing that the power-ups are hard to see? It's kind of up to you. I think it's kind of a bad thing. I feel like they should have like a glow or something a little bit more obvious. Or just make the icons bigger. Because I feel like that's a little bit hard to spot in the middle of a fight. But I don't know. To each their own. This Wall, if I see anything new, we found the pickups. We found the health and damage pickups. But if you're talking about, for me, specifically, not much, man. Life's been hard. I've been getting Spider-Man lore. This kind of trailer drop hit me at a really bad time. But, you know, I'm really happy to be back and to be doing stuff. Not that I really went anywhere. I mean, I made a 10-hour YouTube video like a week ago and uploaded that like a week ago. So, you know, it's like I really went anywhere, but just I haven't been covering this specific game as much because there hasn't really been news for this game. And as I said previously, I'm not going to make a nonsense video just like BSing you and being like, oh, we got new news today, and there's no new news today. But yeah, I'm working on a 10-hour, but my bad, I just uploaded the 10-hour. That's up, you can go watch it. I'm working on a 1,000 subscriber special. I'm working on every character in Destroy All Monsters Melee explained, or I guess every monster in Destroy All Monsters Melee Remastered explained. I'm working on a minor news video, but still a news video nonetheless, talking about how it's been confirmed that Simon Strange is returning for this game, who was like one of the lead developers on the original games for Pipeworks. So that's pretty exciting. So Simon Strange is back, and he's been talking a lot on the Godzilla forum, so I want to cover what he's been saying there. And I have a few other ideas for stuff. I also want to do a video covering Godzilla versus GTA 6. teeth. Heart Spider wants to talk about the teeth. I'm about to end this man's whole career. Where is it? I'm pulling it up. Chat. 31 people. Could you please explain to my brother here that these are teeth? That these are obviously not robot teeth and that these are regular teeth? These are teeth. They're teeth. Look, he has canines. Look at how deliberately those are teeth. Why would you build a robot with teeth? They don't eat anything. He has his little metal teeth like out here, but that look, these are metal teeth. These are metal teeth. And then what's on the inside? Actual bones, because the 54 Godzilla's in him. He's wearing a suit. He is Freddy Fazilla. He's been spring locked. Look at him. My boy's been spring locked and you're denying him? You're saying he's playing a victim and he's not actually been spring locked? Like, I'm pretty sure he's a skeleton inside of him. That's why it seems pretty blatant to me. This guy has a skeleton inside him. Yeah, they are the teeth of the. See, everybody said 54 teeth, teeth of the OG Godzilla. Kiryu eats bus and boat. Facts. Goji guy's gonna make a video on the teeth and talk about how we're all insane. Yeah, at Goji guy. Goji guy knows a lot about the lore. Yeah, at him. Ask him, are those teeth? I'm genuinely curious. I'm not trying to be a jerk. I really want to know. Because I see teeth and I'm like, those are teeth. But then other people see teeth and they're like, no, that's not teeth. I just think that, with the characters having stylized designs, it makes sense for him to just have teeth. Of course, those are teeth he's built over the remains of 54 Godzilla. That's what I'm saying. And like, okay, look at Showa Mechagodzilla, right? Look at Showa Mechagodzilla. See how his teeth are the same material as his jaw? Right? Same material, silver, right? You could obviously tell, oh, those are metal teeth, right? Look at this. So we know what it looks like when a Mechagodzilla has teeth, right? But then you look at Kiryu. I feel like I'm an insane person. I'm like the Always Sunny in Philadelphia guy. Those are not the same. Those are deliberately like brownish yellow teeth. Those are unbrushed Godzilla teeth inside of a robot. I'd say those are teeth. Just look at it. Yes. Yeah, it's literally his skeleton inside of there. Yeah. Yeah, Heart Spider has been really quiet since this dropped. Since we dropped the diss track, he's been real quiet. Those are teeth. Look. Look, ready? Ready for it? Those are teeth. I'm just gonna talk about teeth. I'm a crazy person. I'm just gonna talk about teeth all day. Those are teeth. And those are not teeth. Those are not teeth. But you wanna know what's teeth? Like blatantly teeth? Right here. There is a skeleton inside of him. We're here for the tooth tier. The tooth tier list. Kiryu when he sees his dentist bill. I mean, clearly they're not doing a good job. I mean, it looks like he's been dead for 70 years or something. It's weird. I don't know why that is. Fun fact, your teeth can itch? Don't tell me that. I don't want to hear that teeth can itch. Teeth. Genuinely though, those are teeth. And yeah. My brother gets to know what it's like to be wrong because those are teeth. Which is awesome, by the way. I love that they integrated that into the design. At least from my interpretation, from what I can see, from this fictional character 3D model in an artistic video game, it looks like these are teeth. Those are also teeth. Destroya is probably the worst dental out of anyone here. Destroya's Toho contract did not come with dental insurance included, you could tell. But he's also like 4.2 million crabs combining, so maybe he just has like, maybe on average crabs have bad teeth. They look fossilized, probably because they are, yeah. You know what they don't look like? Metallic, which is what they would be if they were metal teeth. Kiryu looks so good. Destroyer looks so good. He's red. Can we just... I know I already said this in a video. Can we just appreciate for a second that Destroyer is red and not purple? Can we all, like, breathe it in and breathe it out? We breathe in purple. We breathe out red. Can we just... As a collective unit... Also, now Destroyer has 3 horn katanas. Now there's 3 of them? What? Oh, yeah, these. He's got 3! 3. Teeth. Look at Megalon up in there. He kind of looks like Gemstone Megalon, like the one from the animated short. He kind of looks like... I know he's not. People are going to call me a LARPer, because he's not, and I know he's not. He's Showa Megalon. But doesn't he kind of look like it a little bit with the colors? I'm going to slow down the footage and see if we find anything new. Maybe if we slow it down a little bit. Give me 70% speed. Yeah, let's just look at it again. Yeah, this looks pretty good. Purple Destroyer was found dead alongside Heisei Mechagodzilla. Oh no, not Heisei Mechagodzilla. I hope we get Purple Destroyer as an alt. I love the purple. Yeah, I hope that we get... Like, I'm not expecting to get skins for the characters in terms of, like, new 3D models. Also, sorry, I just hit my desk. So I don't expect to get new skins for the characters, like full 3D models, but I would really like it if we got alternate colors at the very least. Like, don't change your 3D models at all. Keep them the exact same. Just make them blue, make them green, make them purple, you know? Just, like, give me some of that. Make them red. You know, like, let me get Gigan. Let me get Gigan with his Millennium colors, like Giga Bash has, like, where he's black and red. Like, red wings, black body. And then give me Anger's but Final Wars, where he's, like, this is, like, green. Like, his body's green and he has yellow spikes, you know? Again, don't actually change the 3D model at all. You don't have to. That's above and beyond, but you don't have to. Just give me different colors that I can unlock, you know? They said they're redoing the unlock system in this game, and it would just give me, like, another thing to grind for, you know what I mean? I feel like that's what we need. Just more stuff to grind for. I'll literally take alternate colors, and I don't even care if it costs like a bajillion in-game points and you gotta grind for hours just to get like that's I don't know why I'm saying this. That shouldn't be the case. Like, I don't care if they make it like hard to unlock the alternate colors. That's fine. Give me something to grind for. I don't think it should. I think that it should be like obtainable for the average player, but if like there's rare color patterns and stuff, that's cool. It doesn't have to all be unlocked from the start, but alternate colors would be so sick, man. Just like, and I feel like from a game design perspective, not having to actually make a 3D model and just like slapping new colors on them wouldn't be too insane of an ask. But then again, I said 4-player multiplayer was an insane ask, and people freaked out on me, even though I've made games in Unreal Engine before with multiplayer. But okay. Do you see how Megalon burrows go into his regular grab animation? Yeah, isn't that how it usually is? Yes, Gigans save the Earth. Is what I found personally. Yep, it's definitely Gigans save the Earth laser. We killed Purple Destroyer because, bro, that thumbnail. People get so mad at me for my quote-unquote clickbait thumbnails, but I think you can tell they're satire. If you can't tell they're satire, I'm worried for you. You know, everyone's got to play the YouTube game, and yes, I use bright colors and contrast and stuff, like, sure. But guys, we killed Mechagodzilla. Like, come on. Or Rodan with like the stupid emoji on his face. Like, come on. There's no way like grown men are getting genuinely upset over that. There's just no way. I don't even know what the thumbnail for this video should be. There's so many cool character designs here to highlight. Maybe I'll actually A/B test different thumbnails. Because there's so many cool character designs you can make a thumbnail with. I want to make one with Kiryu, I want to make one with Destroya, I want to do Mecha King Ghidorah. I mean, there's just so many characters that with just awesome clickable thumbnail faces. Yeah, if we had all colors, that would be great use for the currency after we unlock all the monsters. Correct. So make it so the monsters, again, we're talking about, for the record, in-game currency, not microtransactions, but like, use your in-game currency probably to purchase the monsters, right? So then make them relatively not super cheap, but like, one story mode playthrough probably gets you one monster, like relatively cheap. And then you can make the colors super expensive. So even once you have all the monsters unlocked, I would say make monsters in my ideal economy for this game. Like again, only in-game money, no microtransactions. I would say make new monsters and stages, like stuff that affects gameplay, cheap. Like not actually that hard to get. Like one story mode could probably get you either two cities or one monster. But then I would make things like gallery art and alternate monster colors the most expensive because then it just gives you end game stuff to grind for, and really hardcore fans are going to be the only ones that really appreciate that stuff anyway. So making that stuff a little bit harder to get would just kind of benefit everybody. No, he has a special grab where he came up from the ground. It was fast, but had a very bad hitbox. I don't remember that, but I guess they changed it. Don't find them as clickbait because you have to use whatever any means. Uh, what many call clickbait to get views. Yeah, I mean, if I just take a screenshot of the stream and I don't edit it at all, like barely anyone's gonna watch that. Even though the video quality could be the exact same. You know what I mean? Like if I just let YouTube auto pick a thumbnail for me, it's not gonna do nearly as well as if I spend a good 30 minutes coloring and moving around titles and stuff. Like I don't think people realize that actually a lot of work goes into thumbnails. Like genuinely. I think it's one of the reasons why um smaller channels, like I was a smaller channel recently, have a trouble breaking out and becoming larger channels is they're making thumbnails as if they're a small channel. Like no, make thumbnails as if you're a big channel. Make thumbnails that are gonna get massive attention. You don't want to stay in the small channel box forever, unless you do, in which case ignore me, but most people probably want to get more viewership. Right? Like if I didn't, I'd probably not live stream and keep my videos on private, but I want people to see my stuff, so I want to express myself. I want to put myself out there, talk to you guys, so yeah, I'm gonna make it colorful. I'm gonna make it clickable. And when you see a colorful monster with red eyes, you're gonna be like, oh, that's a small fry thumbnail before you even see who made it. Destroy, make a decent thumbnail, best monster in the trailer. I think so. I might A/B test a few different thumbnails on this one. I might do Destroya, Kiryu. I'll probably pick maybe one of the Godzillas or somebody else. Maybe Mechagodzilla, Showa. But oh my gosh, this trailer has given me so many thumbnails. You don't understand how every frame of this 1 minute and a half trailer could each be a separate thumbnail. Oh my gosh, I have so many thumbnails now, it's ludicrous. Thank you. Thank you, Atari, for this. I don't have to use like old Godzilla game footage for thumbnails anymore. No, look, we're gonna have such beautiful, crisp thumbnails. Not that most people care, but I don't know. It's gonna be nice for the channel. It's gonna give it a nice quality to it. I did see Megalon's grab looked a little different there. So like he literally goes straight into a grab animation and he doesn't have to go pick him up first and then do the whole thing. Like no, he actually just it's fluid, I guess. Like he goes down, he goes towards him, he grabs, and it's like it's an instant grab thing. Have the thumbnail be making door, but each head has a different emoji. Wait, you're kind of cooking. That's kind of fire. I'm excited for the demo. If it has online, we gotta play at least one game. Absolutely, Viper, we're gonna play. If the demo has online, we're doing a live stream where I 1v1 you guys, and if not, we're gonna have to wait for the full game for that. But absolutely, I'm 1v1ing every single person here if you got the game. That's not even a question. And we're doing it live, baby. If that's not a reason to subscribe, I don't know what is. Everyone subscribe to Orga. I still gotta make a thumbnail, still trying to figure it out. Yeah, I'm not really a pro either, but I just use the same software I edit. This is kind of embarrassing. I'm kind of admitting something here, but I don't use like Adobe Premiere, whatever it's. No, wait, that's not what it is. I don't use Photoshop. I think people use Photoshop for their thumbnails. Um, I don't. I use my editing software. I take a screenshot from the video. I bump up the saturation and contrast, which on my editing software is literally just sliders that you turn up. I drag in some PNGs of like red eyes or whatever else I need to make the thumbnail. I put some text on it, just like you're putting caption on a video, but I make it larger and bold. And then I screenshot that, and that's a thumbnail. That's kind of my process. It takes about 20 to 30 minutes. If it's like a really detailed thumbnail, some simple ones can be done in like 10 minutes. Yeah, I've got thumbnails for years. We've got thumbnails for years, bro. We should be using these. Dude, every frame of this could be a thumbnail. Just about. There's so many different things you could take from. A-Name is gonna try to make their channel the hub of just destruction. That's cool. You should all check out A-Name-3N because they are a channel member and they support what we do here, so thank you. Gradually working my way through Save the Earth cities and monsters, starting on Destroy All Monsters Melee Xbox version. Destruction mode soon. Very cool. Oh, Clean House is Angus. I'm looking forward to seeing it, man. Angus is a lot of fun to play. He's a little annoying to fight with all the parrying, but he's a lot of fun. Orca's channel has hit 100.2 trillion subs since I made that announcement. Funny that Orga was treated as a secret unlock in the original game, and now they're the first kaiju we see. Yeah, I thought that was a little strange too, but I guess Orga is just not a secret unlock anymore. I don't think any of them are, to be honest. I think that because it's kind of silly to have a secret unlock in a remaster, because it's a remaster, so everyone has had 24 years to learn the secrets. So I just feel like it doesn't really fit as well. And they also talked about making monsters unlockable in any order you want instead of a linear path this time. So instead of like you have to play as Godzilla 90s to get Godzilla 2000, and then you have to play as Godzilla 2000 to get Destroy. You don't have to do that anymore. I think you unlock points. They didn't specify, but basically you can unlock guys in any order you want. Heartwarming news: YouTuber doesn't use Adobe. I don't. I am not sponsored, but I use an editing software called Filmora. I got it when it was like $40 for a permanent subscription. I said that's a great deal. I use that to edit my videos, make thumbnails, do just about everything. And the live streams and stuff I'm doing through OBS. And that's it. OBS is a free software, by the way. So I record and I stream on OBS, and then I use Wondershare Filmora. Again, not sponsored, but if they like to sponsor me, I would love them to. Filmora, reach out to me through the YouTube creator program, please. Because I've been using the software for years, and genuinely, it's really good for like a substitute for like mainstream things like Adobe. Millennium Mechagodzilla and Destroy's intros look like a death battle poster when you put them side by side. They do. They're very intense, very good. I've been doing super basic thumbnails. Just paint. Need to up my thumbnail game. Yeah, really, it's contrast and saturation. I'm literally telling you the secret right now. Like whatever your editing software is gonna have, or whatever it is gonna have a contrast saturation filter. Put that and vibrance. Put that all the way up, like literally all the way up. At least contrast. Sometimes too much color can be a bad thing, but usually I just put it all the way up, and that you instantly have a clickable thumbnail. Penguinzilla also uses Filmora. Yeah, it's good. Again, not sponsored, but if they would like to sponsor me, I'd gladly do it. Because I want to say this here. I'm going to say it other places too, but I'm not just going to take sponsors on this channel willy-nilly. I'm promising you now, I will be careful with where I take sponsors from. And for the most part, I want to have used the product before I actually take the sponsorship. So like if you want me to sponsor a video game or something, send me a demo. If you want me to sponsor a product, like a physical product or something, send me a sample, you know? Give me something. Give me something that I could test the quality of to make sure it's actually good. Or if it's something like Filmora where I already use it, then absolutely. You know, if I have 14 years experience using Filmora, then yeah. I guess Filmora I've been using it for the whole time I've been on YouTube. It's probably more like 7 years, 6 years experience, but no, I'm not gonna say the thing. But probably like 6 years experience using Filmora. And it's been good. So again, if it's something genuine, like a good product, or oh my gosh, I'd literally pass out and die if Godzilla or Toho or Pipeworks sponsor me make a video. Again, obvious yes. Very appropriate. Yeah, OBS is the GOAT. For as far as I know, has always been free, always will be. OBS sponsor me. I put a circle over something each monster is eating with an emoji in the corner of my current videos. That's funny. They have a smaller opening as the original theme, but they have the Monster City going on a rampage. I don't know. I want to see the Godzilla intro. I want to see the like when you first boot up the game. I want to see that remade. I'm sure they have it, and they're probably just waiting to show it off. But I want to see that, man. How weak will Rodin be in this game? I hope not too weak. Maybe just give him a little bit more health. I don't think his moveset needs that much tweaking. Just give him a little bit more health, and he'll be fine. Rodin's top 5 in the original. I think he just needs more health. But maybe I'm wrong. Maybe like every time I fight Rodan, he dies in like 3 punches, and it's like, oh. But maybe there's like a really skilled Rodan player. Maybe then he'd be overpowered. I don't know. It really just like all these monsters are very usable. It just depends on who's playing, I guess, and how much experience they have with the character and with the game as a whole. Check out Filmora. Great. Again, not sponsored, but if they wanted to, I would totally say yes. I don't know how it is now because now I think they moved over to like a monthly subscription model, which I'm usually not into, but I was lucky enough to get it when it was a one-time purchase, and it was marked down for me, down from like $400 down to $40 as a one-time purchase. So yeah, one $40 purchase for editing software for life. That's actually really good. Like, yeah, that was one of the best financial decisions I've made for this channel. Hashtag not sponsored. Hashtag please sponsor me. The trailer will never end. Slowly goes insane. Yeah, we're all slowly going insane watching the trailer. It's a good trailer. I'm proud of them. And again, keep giving us more stuff to look forward to. So now we're seeing the next time we're going to see them is PAX, and then again with the Steam demo. That's great. Keep giving us more things to look forward to. If there's an update coming out, let us know ahead of time. Hey, next week we're getting this update, so everyone can make a video saying, "Hey, there's an update coming out next week," and get hyped for it. You know, even if it's like a small update. Give us patch notes a week out. You know, keep us in the loop, keep us covering news, and I think this game will be pretty successful. Rain can fly infinitely, so he invalidates a lot of characters. Yeah, okay. I only played the Pipeworks games at G-Fest one year, so I'm happy to finally get this. I wonder when it'll do digital pre-orders. I'm hoping digital pre-orders come at the same time as the demo. That's what I'm hoping for personally. That's what I'm really thinking is going to happen. Because you think, okay, someone plays the demo, right? And they're like, wow, this game looks really fun and interesting, and I want to buy this now. They probably want to have the link working so you could buy it, right? So if I were to guess, if I were to bet, and I'm pretty confident in this bet, we will have digital pre-orders by October 15th. We might have them sooner, but I think at the latest, we at least get Steam pre-orders October 15th. If I were to guess. Probably a few days before October 15th, but definitely on October 15th, I would guess. See you later, Saul. Absolute cinema, yes. Here for every crumb, Pipeworks. Exactly. Give us little crumbs. Keep us going. Keep us excited. I want to be excited with this series, not bored. Not just like before this trailer dropped, which it's a great trailer. We were kind of in the dark, just waiting for any nugget of information. Like the most exciting thing that happened was Atari posted the Amazon link, and that had a few new pictures in it. That was it. I made a whole video on that. Like we really had nothing to talk about, which is why I've been uploading less frequently. But now we're back in the game big time, boys. We got a lot of videos that are gonna come out of this. We got this coming up. We got this trailer out now. We could dissect more. We got the demo. We have Simon Strange, one of the developers, talking about the game. We got a lot of stuff going on. So now we've made it out of the dark ages, and we can actually start to get hyped for the game again. What they need to do is release kaiju packs, not like Giga Bash, but instead Lego Dimensions, not physically, but just fun packs of 2 to 4 kaiju for like $5 each. Yeah, but that's kind of a low price for more characters, I feel like. But maybe, I don't know. I'm not a businessman. I kind of am, but I'm not a Atari businessman. The more I see the bright effects, the more I love them. It just pops the art style. Yeah, they've grown on me. I think I'm conditioning people to love the effects by looping the video 400 times while we talk about it. Genuinely, the art style, like now my eyes have adjusted to it, and now I can't imagine the game without it, you know? I will say the power-ups, kind of small. I want them to be more vibrant. The barriers, a little obnoxious. I want them to go away unless I'm standing really close to them. And even so, it should just be that one area that I'm touching. This is actually cinema. I'm a new person in the chat. Welcome, Alvis Colin. Is that your name? Alvis Colin. Colin. Maybe Colin. Maybe not. Maybe you're not Colin, but your name's Colin now. I'm sorry, buddy. I know you're new to chat. So what happens is I say your name wrong, and then that's your name indefinitely for the rest of your life. So sorry, Mr. Colin. The hype train must continue until Godzilla grabs it. Yeah, he'll probably like bite it in his mouth or something. But the hype train's gonna go for a while. I think we got a few more stops along the way until Godzilla just completely eats it on November 3rd. Just devours the hype train. I feel like Giga Bash is the closest thing to the Pipeworks games, and even the closest thing to a Godzilla game since the PS4. Yeah, not Pipeworks. Giga Bash is good. I'm just gonna say Giga Bash is good. Support Giga Bash. I like it a lot. Not sponsored, but another thing where they should sponsor me. I would love to talk more about Giga Bash. Regardless, I'll make a video on it at some point in the channel. And maybe even do a stream where we play Giga Bash together live because they have 4-player online multiplayer in Giga Bash. Destroy All Monsters could never for some reason. What is up, Gritty Tenacious? How we feel about the new trailer? Generally very optimistic. I have a few very small nitpicks. I'm sure people in chat grab their own answers. I'm just answering as well. I'm not speaking for them, but generally feeling very optimistic. I have a few little nitpicks, but honestly, my biggest nitpick from the trailer is probably barriers. And when that's your biggest nitpick, meanwhile, that's something that you could probably just turn off in the game settings. I would imagine. Like, imagine they just have the graphic setting where it's like, do you want barriers on or off, or only appear when you're close? That'd be a great thing to toggle. So when that's the case, and I'm probably just crying about nothing, and that's my biggest critique. Yeah, this looks really freaking good, man. The hype train is back. The hype train stopped for a little bit. It had a little problem. The conductor fell asleep for a little bit. Wasn't moving. But we are fully back with this trailer. We are more back than we've ever been. We are like so back. Hope the gameplay is as smooth as Save the Earth. Show Monsters gameplay is more frustrating and clunky. Honestly, I kind of disagree. I low-key feel like Destroy All Monsters feels a little bit more smooth to me at times. There's days where I want to play Destroy All Monsters, and there's days where I want to play Save the Earth. Like, it's never consistent. But I don't know. Actually, I think Destroy All Monsters is pretty smooth. But yeah, they should be smoothing over the gameplay in general, I'd imagine. It is a remaster after all. They had to rebuild this from the ground up in Unreal Engine, so it's not like it's the same code or anything. So yeah, hopefully it just feels smoother, a little bit more responsive. W colon. Sorry, Colin, you're colon. GTA 6 got delayed again? Are we serious? Is that true? Did GTA 6 get delayed again? I'm not going outside for the entirety of November. I'll play Destroy All Monsters Remastered and play that for 3 days until -0. And then I'll play Destroy All Monsters Remastered for the rest of my life. Yeah, until Toho decides you're addicted. Yeah, man. I plan to play this until we get probably Save the Earth Remastered or something else. Maybe just another new Godzilla game. This is going to be my main squeeze for a long time. I mean, Kiryu has teeth. I mean, what else can I say? Still praying our Lord and Savior Simon Strange delivers throwable vehicle Save the Earth style for the memes. Yes, Simon Strange. I know you watch all my videos. That's sarcastic. He probably doesn't. But Simon Strange. Anyone at Pipeworks, Atari, anybody, please. Throwable buses, throwable trains, everything. This was revealed at Gamescom, apparently. Interesting. I wonder if there's like a loud crowd reaction to this. Is that even how Gamescom works? Do you think like people were going nuts for this? I kind of want to check. All right, fellas. I think that's where I'm going to end the stream. We have had an absolutely insane amount of you in here. I really genuinely appreciate you so much. This has been a lot of fun. I'm going to edit this into a video that's hopefully kind of concise. I'm going to let the trailer play through one more time. Yeah, also Gritty Tenacious was just wrong about GTA, by the way. It didn't get delayed. Thank you for the misinformation. You got me excited for like 2 seconds. Oh my goodness, you're good, you're good. Kiri Has Teeth is going to become his channels if you know the OGs. Yeah. Can we just call it like the teeth debate of 87 or something? The teeth incident. It sounds messed up. So yeah, I'm gonna say bye, guys. Still a bunch of people hearing about this game. I know it's huge reach. So I'm gonna edit this into something that I can upload hopefully within the next hour, and you guys can watch it there and get more concise thoughts edited down. I'm gonna say thank you all so much for watching. Thank you so much for 1,000 subscribers. Thank you to my channel members. Thank you to my mom. Thank you to everybody who exists, who was born so that I could eventually be born and then start a YouTube channel, and then Destroy All Monsters gets announced, and then my boss texts it to me, and I go home from work early, and then that goes viral, and then everything goes viral. Everyone loves me. So I want to say thank you for all that, and thank you for watching. Enjoy teeth. It sounds wrong. And I'll see you guys in the next one. I'm your guy, Small Fry. Goodbye. Enjoy watching the trailer one more time. Made my week. This trailer and then the stream. Thank you so much, man. I'm glad I made your week. All right, guys. Everyone say goodbye in chat. I'll play the video one more time so you guys can watch it. I'm gonna put the volume up for you can hear it. I'll see you guys in the next one. I'm your guy, Small Fry. Goodbye.